Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another BJ&Co how-to Minecraft video. We're continuing on our Skyfactory world, and we are knocking out the achievements that we've got in here. We last time we did well in getting some dimensions finished up with the Age of the Traveler. We're all wrapped that one up. So before we go back and tackle some stuff, because I don't want to grind some dragon hearts right now, we are going to move on to the Age of Insanity and tackle one in here today. And in particular, we're going to take a look at building Ender IO farming stations with octadeck capacitors, which automate 20 different crops. So we're going to be farmers today, everybody. Before we dive into it, huge shout out to our Patreons. Yo man, Dugoth, thank you for everything you do for us. It helps us progress the channel every little bit, so thank you. If the rest of you want to support us, consider checking out the link down below to our Patreon. We also appreciate those of you that stop around the comments all the time. That Living Troll, Fun Nugget 12, we love you guys. It's great to chat with you guys. It makes our job so much easier when there's people to communicate with. If you do enjoy these, smash that like button and sub to the channel for updates when all the new content goes live. But let's get on into it. So what do we need? We need farming stations. Farming stations are not too crazy, but they're a little out of the norm for you. So what we're looking at here, diamond hoe, that should not be a problem for you. Machine chassis, by this point you should be able to get this. You just need iron bars, iron ingots, and so iron bars, I mean, if you don't know how to do that by now. Basic capacitors, just some copper, gold, and redstone should be relatively easy to get, and you can get it from a loot bag too. So machine chassis hoe, no problem. Electrical steel. Electrical steel is a little bit tougher to get your hands on. This, you need some iron, some coal powder, and some silicone. The coal powder can be got just by putting coal in a sag mill, and the silicone you can get from smelting nether quartz. So again, not too crazy there. The weird stuff we get into is this bottom row here. So first we've got the pulsating crystal, which is a diamond with nuggets around the outside, these pulsating iron nuggets, and a pulsating iron nugget can be created using iron with ender pearls. So not too crazy. I mean, with all this stuff, guys, there is the ability to mystical agriculture it, so I suggest get a first few of them, make some of the essence, and then you can just farm the crap out of it, which is what we're doing today. Getting yourself set up right for that. So then the last piece that you need is this Z Logic controller, and this Z Logic controller is probably the most interesting thing to make because you need to use a slice and spice. And here we need a zombie head, no problem. We need silicon and redstone, we've already talked about that. Axe and shears, no problem. Solarium is just soul sand with gold in an alloy smelter. So again, not too crazy to get. And to the slice and splice itself is solarium again, axe, shears, machine chassis, and some sort of head. So not crazy to make. I've already got one set up here because I've already done a couple of the farming stations previously because I love farming. It's just the way it goes. So let's get this thing down. I have 2 down. I have 1 here. So let's get everything that we need. The solarium, we're going to grab a bunch of that. We're going to grab a zombie head. Oh, just a few zombie heads. We need redstone. We need our redstone, and we need our silicone. Ooh, if I can spell. Which one do I want to use? Let's use that one. So we need 2. Actually, I should look if I have the Z Logic. No, I don't. Okay. So, like we said in here, guys, we just need to do this. And so it was redstone, silicone. Yeah, the shame about this guy is that you can't stack things. So you kind of got to wait to each one to finish. While we're letting these things finish up, the one other thing... Oh, I guess I just need 2 of these. Never mind. The other thing that we need for this is the octadeck capacitors. So these you can get from loot bags, or you can get from leveling up capacitors. So using double layer, 2 double layer with glowstone and vibrant alloys, and a double layer is just 2 singles with coal, sand, and energetic, and we'd already talked about the basic one. So we are going to need 5 of those as well. And what the capacitors do, and you can see from my loot bags, I've got plenty hanging around, which is great. So 1 Z Logic. Oh, there's the 2 down. So the 2 controllers are down. So we just want to get back to our farming station. And now some other things that you may want to... Okay, so I need to make some pulsating iron crystals. Ugh. Can I make enough of these? Yeah, I can. I'll be honest, I didn't go into this straight planned up. I was debating about possibly doing another setup. Z-Logic. So let's just try this again. I think it's just the machine chassis. We're gonna need 2 of these. 1, 2, done. So consider setting up your farmland, guys. Oh, I can't stack them? Oh no. Oh, this one must have some sort of something set in it already. So you'll want to consider what you want to make when it goes through. I'm just going to go in here and grab some seeds. Let's grab some seeds so we can show you guys how this stuff works. I don't know what I have all in there. Let's grab some nature seeds, some Grutronium seeds. We're going to need some Yellurium, I know for sure. Sure, we don't have a lot of wood, but it'll work. Let's do some stone. Nether seeds, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, we got lots of these. Well, we'll use that as a start. So, farming land, you want to make sure it's irrigated. You got some water going in it in some sort. This is my basic farmland here. The farming stations themselves, if we go to put this one down here, the interesting thing about them is we're going to put this first one down. We're just going to place him right here. So this is our farming station, and this is the interface for it. You're going to want hose in it. This is where your seeds go in. This is where stuff comes out, and then this is for power, and this is for the capacitors. Oh, I did grab those. So what's neat here is I'm just going to run some power over really quickly to this thing. And then we can actually talk about where things are. I like the way I set this up just because I can run the cables fairly easily in between all my farmland and keep the shortest distance between them all while still capitalizing on the biggest possible farmland that I can do. So here you can see we're starting to gain some power into it. And now I'm just going to drop the... So we're in with input with brown. Let me just look at my settings here. Brown is in, extract is green. Brown is in, green is out. Okay. And the reason for that is because, like I said, guys, that these require some hose in order to work. I really should have brought my Yeta wrench with me. That was silly. So what we want is we want a channel going in that's giving it its hoe. So here we want to go, this is in out. And we want to insert on brown, we want to extract on green, always active. And what this does is it now places hose in there. And what I've done is I've set up an ender chest that I can throw hose into from my system as they come out of loot bags. I haven't automated that yet, but I really should. So it's sending hose out into each one of these. So now all you need to do is go into here and you need to put some seeds in. Now you can lock the quadrants so that they each keep a separate thing. So you put it in and then you lock it. And notice how each of these, as I'm putting it in, it's only accepting a small number of them. Because with the current setup that we have here, this is as big as a basic farming station goes. It goes 3 out in every direction. So nothing huge at all. A very basic. It's almost smaller than some of your normal farming setups would be because it goes less than the actual water goes. But we can improve this, and we can improve this with the power of capacitors. Each capacitor that you put in, if it's a single one, it increases by a little bit, double by a little bit more, octadecade by the most. So if we just drop one of these in here, you can see it just starts to splurge out to both the sides. So we can drop all of these back into here so it's all full up on seeds. And that will do, the biggest this one does is it's 15, basically a 15 by 15 space is what this one will cover with it fully with an octadecade capacitor out. So that is set in and ready to go, and it's just going to work its thing. Now you'll notice what I've done here, guys. I've got farmland, I've got the water, because water doesn't irrigate out far enough to reach the edge of this, so I've mixed it in the sides to ensure that each space gets fully irrigated. And to help speed up the growth, I've gone with the growth accelerator from Mystical Agriculture, which is not too crazy to make. once you've started to get some inferium going on. It's just diamond, inferium blocks, and stone. And these help speed things up. I'm also using, because I've got my chickens mod going on, and rocking hard, I've got lots of manure, so I'm just putting dirt in with fertilizer, compost, chicken manure around the outside, so it's going to turn into fertilized dirt, which is again a little bit faster growing as well. So you can see, I mean, my farms, you can just see them kind of popping out everything. And if we jump into this one that we just placed as things are growing, we should eventually see that the items, yeah, there we go, there was one draconic essence. The essences are starting to pop their heads out there, and that is how it collects everything up, because that just sends it. Mine, you could send it right to your storage system. Because mine's a little bit of ways away, I'm just dropping everything into just an ender chest that then everything gets pulled out on the other side. And this is the same ender chest system that I use for collecting chicken items and everything too, so you can see everything through there. So that is the farming station itself. All we need to do now is just drop 2 more down, and we are complete with this. Not a hard one at all to do. I won't make you guys sit through watching this. I know you're smart cookies. You've seen exactly how to get this farming station set down, so you know what you're doing. But that's all you need to do. Think about what you want. This is a very easily expandable system. Just set your stuff so you can auto craft your growth accelerators and your fertilized dirt. That's kind of the biggest thing. Use a builder's wand. It'll be nice and quick and easy. You can spread everything out, and then connect everything on up, and you are good to go. This will let you basically, so with these 5 that we have down, that will allow you to do the 20 different essences that you need for the achievement, or 20 different plants. I would strongly suggest doing lots of different essences, because you will need things like draconic essence quite a bit if you are doing draconic evolution, or I mean, I've got diamond essence, I've got this is my kind of like my vibrant alloys and my energetic alloys that I need for my conduits quite a bit. Those are kind of the smart things to get set up on this right away, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. So those would be my suggestions, but do what you want. I personally would be very interested to see what sort of setups that you guys end up making. So if you've got something that you want to share with us, let us know. Let us know in the comments, and share us maybe a link to an Imagery link or something. That'd be really cool to see. Really cool to see what the community is putting together. I would greatly appreciate that. Great, that'll work good. Which is the 3. Trying to figure out my zones here. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys next week. I'll give you a bit of a teaser. This is coming up soon. This is coming up soon in the achievements. So yeah, we've knocked that one out of the bag. So yeah, I am getting myself set up to finish up our Botania side of things, which is not too crazy right now. I am also getting some granite production up and going so that we can start working on the max size reactor, because that's going to be one heck of a build. And then yeah, the Botania, that's gonna be the fun one. We're getting the portal set up, and I'm just waiting for some mana. I haven't done any crazy mana builds yet, but we've got those just chilling out down here, getting ready for maybe some Terra Steel, if anybody recognizes this. I haven't made the plate yet, but that's there. So we're getting things moving for the end. I don't know what. Well, Botania's coming soon. The Draconic Evolution stuff is coming soon, and the I think probably max size reactor is going to be happening fairly quickly here, but that's we'll see. I got to spend some time building some areas and such. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Appreciate you being here. Check out all the links down below. We'd love to see you in the other areas that we have the community, like Discord and Facebook and stuff. And we hope to see you around in the next one. Bye.